helping make your life easier. Moms every day.
Hey everybody, Dr. Lizzie O'Dell is with us today from Creative Pediatric Dentistry, located in Teays Valley.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're a pediatric dentist.
Yeah, well, a little bit about me. I'm actually an Alabama girl. I grew up in
Alabama, here
yeah.
in West Virginia.
Yeah, and I did my training at the University of Alabama in Birmingham, and then I did my 2-year pediatric residency in Chicago. But my husband, he's a Hurricane native, and so that's why we are here.
So you're here, and you have the sweetest Southern accent.
I guess
You're fitting in just fine, I'm sure. So welcome to the area,
Thank
Hurricane,
you.
to Teays Valley.
Thank you.
What does it take to be a pediatric dentist? Why? What is a pediatric dentist anyway?
Yeah, so a pediatric dentist, I always say we're kind of like the pediatricians of dentistry.
Right.
We have 2 to 3 years of additional training focused specifically on not only treating the healthy child, but also the special needs child all the way from infancy through adolescence. So that's kind of one of the most rewarding things about my job is seeing a kid kind of grow up. We see them whenever it's their first birthday, and we kick them out when they're 18.
You kick them out the door when they're 18.
Or when they graduate.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
When is it time to see a pediatric dentist? When do you know that that's where you need to go?
Yeah, and that's one of the most popular questions that we get is, when do I bring my child in? And really, the American Association of Pediatric Dentists, they recommend that you bring your child in by their first birthday. So when they turn 1, go ahead and set up an appointment with your dentist or a pediatric dentist. And really what we want to do is just make sure that your child is on track. So we like to talk about, teething or dietary recommendations, hygiene, when to use a toothpaste with fluoride in it, when should they get rid of the pacifier or stop sucking their thumb, and injury prevention. Dental trauma can occur at any age. So it's good to go ahead and establish that dental home. That way if my child does have any injury that occurs to their mouth or their lips or their teeth, you know where to go.
Right. So you had mentioned the fluoride in the toothpaste.
Yeah.
When is it time to start using that?
Yeah, so fluoride in teeth, and I forgot my tube of toothpaste, but for kids, what I recommend is as soon as I would say by age 1 of their first birthday, go ahead and use a children's toothpaste. Throw away the training toothpaste, get a children's toothpaste with fluoride in it. So from age 1 to 3, what you want to do is put just a smear of toothpaste on their toothbrush. It's almost the size of equivalent to a grain of rice.
Okay.
Okay. So for ages 1 to 3, that's what I would recommend. And they can swallow that. It is completely safe. It will not harm them at all.
The children's toothpaste.
Exactly. And then as soon as they turn 3, go ahead and upgrade that size of that grain of rice to a pea-size amount. And again, that is safe for them to swallow. But what we're looking for when we're looking at, shopping for toothpaste, it's kind of overwhelming because there's hundreds of selections out there.
And you always want to choose the right one.
Exactly. And so what I really like to look for, tell my parents, look for that ADA seal of acceptance. That is the appropriate amount of fluoride for their child. Now, if your son or your daughter likes the Captain America or the Princess toothpaste, and it doesn't have that seal of acceptance, that's perfectly fine. As long as you turn it around, and the number that you're looking for is 0.24% of sodium fluoride.
0.24%.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is a good number. So if it doesn't have that seal of acceptance, that's okay, as long as it has that amount of fluoride.
Just have to do a little investigating then on the back. Got it.
Exactly.
All right. Good thing that you brought up the pacifier.
Yeah.
How do we do that? When do we do that? How do you do that is the biggest thing that I hear people talking about in the worst experience, having to wean the child off the pacifier.
Yeah, and most kids in general will probably kick that habit on their own from age 2 to 4. But for me, the golden age is age 3, and that's when permanent bone changes will most likely not occur. Now, past age 3, that's when you do start seeing a little bit of that open bite or things of that sort. So we want to try to kick it by age 3. Now, in order to do that, I would say cold turkey is probably ideal, but it may not be the perfect regimen for you, because it might be sleepless nights, and then for them it might be temper tantrums.
So just just wean them off it slower than...
Well, what I would recommend is just involving your child in it. So, you know, making it a milestone or an exciting moment in their life.
There you
go. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to get rid of that pacifier. You're about to turn 3, so if, you know, Christmas is coming up or Easter is coming up, have Santa or the Easter Bunny come, pick up those pacifiers and leave them a gift in return. Or one of my favorites that kind of makes my heart melt.
Yeah.
Whenever a child will come in, they can just wrap up all of their pacifiers in a box and give it to a child in need.
Very good.
And
that's
you know,
such a sweet idea.
Yeah,
there you
and
go.
That connection or that association for them really helps them cope with it.
Awesome. If you need any more information on creative pediatric dentistry in Tays Valley, just give her a call. We got that info on our website. Have a good one.